back again with 3D models from video games. Did you know the reason why Rayman doesn't have like legs and the neck and his arms was because the devs back in the day were having too much trouble rendering these parts, so they just went like toss them. Hi there, my name is Flavio and welcome back to Dream It Model It. Today I bring you Rayman. Modeling this character was already in my plans since I enjoy to play video games that are plantaforms like Crash Bandicoot, as you see in the first video, and I think the Rayman series are one of the best video games regarding that genre. Modeling Rayman was already in my modeling agenda, but the thing that pushed him forward was a comment that I saw in the Facebook group that asked me to model this character. So here we are. As always, as I do in these videos, I'll show you the entire process of creating this model from the conception to having it in the palm of your hand. I will present to you how much filament I use and how much it costs to print a model like this, so if later you decide to print one, you already have this information. So let's see how I model this character. To start modeling Rayman, I chose to create each part of him one at a time, since he is already separate by his head, hands, feet and torso. To design his head, I used a 3D sphere and started modeling it with the right shape with the help of the Move tool and the Inflate tool. With the main shape of his head done, I continued by adding the chin, tongue, eyes and hair using the same method, importing a 3D sphere and then tweaking it to look like the shape I wanted. With the head all modeled up, it was time to move to the rest of his parts. Here I was again using the same method. I was importing some 3D spheres, some cylinders, some cubes to help me achieving the shape I wanted. This was an overall easy model to do, so there isn't much to add here in this commentary section that wasn't already mentioned. It was just a matter of keep modeling each part until the character was all completed. So, without anything new to add here, I will leave you to just see the video. Regarding the printing process, it was an overall easy print to do. Like you saw in the modeling process, his body isn't connected, so I just printed each part of him separated, which makes a lot easier to print. I don't have much to add here in this section regarding the printing process. It was really easy to do, but as always I will list the settings I used to print this character in the description below, so you can check it later. As I do in all of my models when I start the painting process, the first thing I do is apply the first layer of primer filler to cover the printing lines, and later, with the sanding, get a smoother surface. After the primer filler was applied, I start to paint the head and the torso with a hairbrush. To paint the details, I use the paintbrush because it's easier to reach certain areas. When everything was painted, I apply a thin coat of varnish to make the model look more glossy and protect the color from little scratches that may happen. To make him stand, I use some thin copper wires because they are strong enough to keep the limbs of Rayman in the position we want, and they are really tiny. To insert the copper wires to Rayman, I had to create some holes with the drilling machine in order to connect each part of him to the main body, since there is no way that his limbs could be just left floating around. When every part of him was connected and glued, it was just missing the main support to hold him in the air. And here, I did the same process again, drill a small hole to fit the connection pipe and glue it to make it steady. And that was my solution to keep Rayman floating. So there we go, I'm really happy how this model turned out, especially coming up with a solution to make him stand. That's very hard. We can change his pose, we can rearrange every part of him, we can change where his left arm is, his foot, everything, his head, his torso, we can change every part of him. So you can create different poses for him and display the one you like the most. This model is 15 centimeters high, weighs around 34 grams, and only took 4 hours to print. The filament I used to print this model was the Sunulu PLA Plus that costs 20 euros for 1 kilo, so overall this model only costs 68 cents to print. That's insane! As always, I will leave the link to download this file in the description below, along with the settings I used to print this character. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, please subscribe and like this video to keep up to date with my models and support this channel. Thank you for watching, and remember, dream on!